Allen Pass. It's the Allen Pass Show. Where we lock you low. Come on. It's the Allen Pass Show. Where we lock you low. Come on. It's the Allen Pass Show. Where we lock you low. It's the Allen Pass Show. Where we lock you low. Come on. Where we lock you low. Allen Pass. It's the Allen Pass Show. Where we lock you low. Come on. It's the Allen Pass Show. Where we lock you low. Come on. It's the Allen Pass Show. Where we lock you low. It's the Allen Pass Show. Where we lock you low. Come on. Welcome to another edition of the Allen Powell Show. We are live on a Wednesday night. Got a locked and loaded show for you tonight. Micah Parsons talking crazy about Mike McCarthy. We're going to have my college football analyst update us on the college football playoff rankings. But it is Bears-Packers week. Got a special guest in the building. Marcus Miller, Green Bay Packer fan himself.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What up, baby? What's up, family?
You in the building, and I got a regular on the show, Mr. Victor LeGrand. Thank you for joining, sir.
What's up, y'all?
And look, man, so we got a great show locked in for you, but we got to get to the elephant in the building, the big news that happened yesterday. Bears finally made a move regarding their offensive struggles and the offense, period. They fire Shane Waldron and promote Thomas Brown to OC. And my question is, will the offense be better? I'm coming to you first. We Bear fans, you know what I'm saying? We've been seeing closely what's been going on with this Bears offense, and like we talked about right before the show, how we was rolling a few weeks ago. Before the Hail Mary, we was rolling. After the Hail Mary, it went just downhill. How do you feel about the firing, and then what are you expecting from the new OC Thomas Brown?
Well, man, honestly, bro, I mean, somebody had to take the fall after that. After you go, you scored 2 touchdowns in the last 3 games. You know what I'm saying? Somebody had to take the fall for that. I hated the OC, but what happened was, bro, I'll be honest, man, our rookie quarterback, like he hit that wall. He hit that wall, man. I'm telling you, I'm examining things. Yes, he's had some bad offensive play around him. Anybody can see that. But he also is not willing to take these 5-yard checkdowns, which is the reason why the offense is so stagnant. Like he's doing rookie stuff, like looking for the big play right out the gate. I get the plan designed to go to DJ Moore or roam 10, 12 yards down the field. But guess what? DeAndre Swift is on a D tackle because you just leaned him out the backfield for 5 yards. Let him get a chance to work in open space, bro, and open up this offense. I don't know if the offense is going to be any better, though, bro, because we're probably still down our 2 starting tackles. We're probably still down our 2 starting tackles this game, and you already know everybody's got it on tape. They're going to blitz crazy until we can make some kind of adjustments, man. So I don't know what it will take to get the offensive going, bro. And unless Caleb willing to take those checkdowns, bro, start getting that ball out of his hand. That's the key to us getting this turned around.
He definitely got to do that. And when you say that, we do got injuries on the O-line, but also I guess, man, when you see other coaches make adjustments when injuries happen, and my prime example is for me, I seen Sean McVay with no Puka Nacua, with no Cooper Kupp one game, without a gut fight, and he made the adjustments. He was getting the ball out quick. Of course, that's a veteran quarterback, but I mean, if you got a rookie, you got to have that coach. The coach is supposed to be a leader of men. And you're supposed to be able to mold a player to do what you want him to do. I'm going to come to you, Mark, man, just from the outside looking in as a Green Bay fan. I don't know if you got a chance to really get a chance to zoom in on Chicago and what's been going on. But just from the outside looking in, what do you think about the firing and will it change anything?
Well, of course, I'm in Chicago. I see y'all. I'm with y'all every day. I hear the birds chirping and all that good stuff. I feel like, to be honest with you, bro, the the offensive coordinator can only do what he can do.
Yeah.
I've been watching like the First Things First, the facility.
Yeah.
You know, them guys that talk about it, they drawing up Chase Daniels, they're drawing up plays, bro.
Yeah.
You have Cole Kmet run a 5-yard square.
Yes. Yes.
You have DJ Moore run a 4-5-yard out.
Yes.
Everything ain't 30 yards down the field.
Yes.
He's missing these passes, y'all.
Right. But
He's not, and you know what I'm saying? Of course, you know, I'm looking, like I said, through a glass lens, you know, a green and gold, lens, but he's missing a lot of, and sometimes he's taking the check down. They're throwing the bootleg out. He's rolling out. He's just missing the passes, y'all.
Yeah, I've seen that.
You know what I'm saying?
I've seen him be completely off on throws, but I've seen more missing the check down than him taking the check downs.
Right. But I think the problem, I think the problem, I don't mean to cut you off. I'm sorry. I think the problem is a lot of those plays are magnified because they're drive stoppers.
Yes.
That's 3rd and 5. So now guess what? That you don't get the next play that might have been the screen pass. Where's the screen pass? Do y'all remember the preseason when he threw that no-look screen pass to Swift against the Buffalo Bills and everybody lost their mind and he's here and all that? I think I've seen that screen pass 2 more times and we're in week 9.
But see, we've seen the wide receiver screens, which I'm tired of seeing, of course, with DJ Moore. It's like I'm tired of seeing that. But man, he's getting the plays in front of him. He's not taking it. So for me,
right.
I'm actually surprised they fired Shane Waldron. It's his first year, and you don't build great offenses by continuing to switch coordinators and coaches. You don't build camaraderie. You don't build a learning of your player, and the player don't have a learning to you by getting rid of him. Like, I don't like what Shane Waldron was doing when we down against Washington and he called a play to hand the ball off to a backup offensive lineman and we're down. Like, I don't like the stuff that he's doing, but I don't agree with firing him at this moment. Like, I just think it's too soon. And Vic, what do you think? Are you okay with them firing him? Like, we've been critiquing his play calling all season.
I mean, like I said, it wasn't all on him, but you know, they can't fire Caleb. No, so you know what I'm saying? They can't fire Caleb. That's all it boiled down to, bro. That it boiled down to Bose, Eberflus, Waldron. Who's gonna take this? Who's gonna be the scapegoat right now? Because all of this is on Ryan Poles. All this whole situation, the way this is played out, all of this is on Ryan Poles. It's not on Shane Waldron. It's not on Matt Eberflus. All of this falls squarely on Ryan Poles' shoulders because his highest paid offensive lineman on the team this year is sitting at home on the couch because you just cut him.
Yeah.
The highest paid offensive lineman on this team is sitting at home on the couch because you just cut him. Ryan Poles.
Yeah.
The coach don't go out and sign free agents.
But let me ask you this. Because you say we can't fire Caleb Williams. Absolutely. But we've seen they asked him, will there be any changes with the play calling? Just change play callers. If you're gonna hire Thomas Brown as a new OC, why don't you just let him call plays instead of getting rid of Shane Waldron altogether? You already paid him and you don't build nothing by firing him. Like, why not just, hey, we're going to let Thomas Brown call the plays this week instead of just firing him? Because it's more of a circus when you fire him.
What I think happened with that, Al, was the players got frustrated with Waldron. I know they're going to say certain things in the media, but I already know what it was, bro. They've had 3 teams meetings in 8 weeks.
Yeah.
They've had 3 team meetings in 8 weeks.
Yeah.
Something had to give, bro. And then we talking about, bro, a crazy stat came up today, and I had no idea. Out of 488 quarterbacks that have been in the history of the NFL, Caleb Williams is 488 out of 488 completing passes of 14 yards or more down the field. So guess what? He's the worst in the history of the league in completing passes 15 yards or more as a rookie. That is, somebody had to go, bro. That's what I said. Shane Waldron, we get it. It wasn't on you. We get it. But you had to be the scapegoat for this because, bro, like Keenan Allen came out and said today when they asked him, did he really want to see Shane Waldron fight? He like, no, but what happened was back in training camp, he let some things slide and gas like took over. He like, he didn't hold nobody accountable. It was all about accountability. And I guess what he's talking about? Caleb already know. Come on, he can't come out and say, yeah, he let the rookie quarterback slide because now it's going to be a problem with him in management. But he let Caleb Williams BS in training camp, basically. And I held him accountable, and this is the end result.
I want to jump in real quick before you switch, Al. What I think the Bears, though, this is the problem that they have. They constantly do this. They come back. They've been doing it the last three quarterbacks. Now, Trubisky, they just blew that all together. We're not going to even mention him. But now, you know what Fields was doing? He's doing the same thing that Trubisky. He was off target and everything, but he took off and ran.
Yeah.
So he was a 1,000-yard rusher.
Yeah.
Right now, Caleb is scrambling to look downfield, which is a good quarterback, which you want your quarterback to do. But this is what I think the Bears should have did. They're not out of. I mean, y'all 4-5. We lost 3 straight. You know what I'm saying? As far as the Bears, but you still in the hunt.
Yes.
But then what I think you do. You let the boy, because weeks what was that? Weeks 3, 4, and 5, or 4, 5, and 6.
Yeah.
When he was throwing for the 300 yards and the 2 touchdowns against Carolina, then Jacksonville, he looked great. There was no problem with the play calling in, was it?
Right. But we also, like I mentioned to Vic, like the quality of competition.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, but that's with everybody. Yeah. I saw Josh Allen look horrible.
Hey, bro, I don't know if
Josh Allen go 9 for 30.
I don't know if New England is better than Jacksonville.
Defensively, they are.
I'm sorry. I don't know if New England is better than Jacksonville, bro. I don't.
Well, defensively, they are. They got a lot. They got a shutdown corner in Gonzalez. Defensively, they're a lot better.
Well, let me say this too. We got to look at the quality competition and then the atrocious Hail Mary and the after effects after that. Like, it was a domino effect. So that's my thing. But I'm like this. You're not going to build nothing sustainable by continuing to rotate people. Like, we've been.
And that's my point. And
to your point, Mitch Trubisky, we always off balance. I've been talking about this for the last couple of weeks. We never on alignment with GM, head coach, quarterback. We're never in alignment. It's always 1 year off. Lane duck here. Oh, we're gonna get this ain't my quarterback. So Paul is my quarterback. So I'm gonna get rid of you. I'm bringing my own quarterback. And it's always off. It's never lined up. And this is what you get every time.
This is what you get. Yeah.
Yeah, Al, like you and I touch back, like, bro, don't get me wrong. I love Roma Doomsday. I think he's going to be a perennial 1,000-yard receiver. He got the talent to do that, eventually probably starting as early as next year when Keenan Allen out of here. But I don't understand why our GM think that it's okay to run out a 6th-round pick to protect our quarterback on his left side. I don't get it. Well, I don't get what he was looking at when he scouted Nate Davis. When literally, I looked at what it said about him in free agency. It said talented but lazy and has never put it all together. Yeah. You get this man $30 million. You make him your highest paid offensive lineman, bro, and he stink from day one. Now we back behind the A-ball. With the line. See, here's the difference, bro, between I'm looking at Kansas City, I'm looking at Detroit. Those are the 2 teams I'm looking at. 3 first-round picks on that O-line. Yeah. That says a lot. That's where you win at. You win in the trenches. Right. I posted a post last year, like maybe a couple days before now, and I reshared it on Facebook, bro, where I clearly I said, the Bears do not need to make a change at quarterback. If they do, that's fine. But they do not have to make a change at quarterback. Build in the trenches. Yeah. Get some more people on the D-line, get some more people on the O-line. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. People say whatever they want to, and this is me. If the Bears had Justin Fields as their quarterback right now, bro, you talk about a team that's probably 7-1.
He definitely would have got some more W's because, to me, I like to Marcus' point earlier, Justin Fields took off. He wasn't waiting around going through progression, and that can be a gift and a curse. We know the O-line bad. But he was also getting better in reading defenses and going through progressions. And so we agree. And he had camaraderie with DJ Moore. DJ Moore didn't want him to go. The fans didn't want him to go. We heard that last game how they was yelling his name. Like he was pressing. But it was a business decision what Poles did. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
To restart the clock on the quarterback, you know, Justin Fields won his quarterback in either way. So you got ego coming in like, oh, I can draft my own guy. So it's a whole shenanigans instead of it just being about winning. Just winning.
And I think that Poles, he was kind of in a tough spot because I know what you're saying, Vic. It's like you can go out and get you a left guard, offensive guard, or maybe draft one in the first round. The route he went was let's get talent. Let's go get Keenan Allen. Let's go get DeAndre Swift. Let's go get another tight end when we want to go 2 tight ends and Gerald Everett to go with Kmet. He went that route. Instead of saying, let me get one right tackle and then let me draft a right tackle from Penn State in the second round. Now, you got to remember them years. Y'all didn't have first round picks. Y'all gave them all up for Khalil Mack.
Right.
How many? It was 2 years in a row, maybe 3 years. Y'all didn't have a first round pick.
Yeah, bro. But his first year, we had 2 second round picks. You go online.
Don't get me wrong. And y'all got Darnell Wright or somebody last couple years ago, right?
Last year. The year before that, he took Braxton Jones in the 5th round. I'm sorry, the 5th round. He took Jatiri Carter in the 6th round. These are guys that have started game for us. Larry Borman started game for us at right tackle. He's a 5th round pick. Like the man, for some reason, bro, won't even pour in the 2nd or 3rd round into the offensive line. Except he did this year for Amagaje, who looked all right before he got injured the first game. He looked all right, but he wasn't even 3rd or 4th round. Like last year, he took 2 D tackles in the 3rd round. You took Dexter and Pickens. You could have went O-line in the 3rd round. You could have went O-line. Like, I don't get what he sees in Braxton Jones we've seen this man for 3 years, bro. He has, after the first quarter of the season, he's regressed. After the first 4 games of the pro, he's regressed year to year. He's injured every year, bro, and he cannot handle the bull rush. It's right there on tape.
And this is my thing. He came from Kansas City, and I believe he was an O-line in the league for a minute. He ain't do too much, but if you were O-line in the league, you should have knowledge about offensive linemen. You know what I'm saying? You should be able to read and understand.
He tried out for the Bears. The Bears cut him, and he never took any NFL snaps. So he keep drafting himself, hoping that they can make the league. You know, he keep drafting himself to the team, hoping that they'll stick. You know.
Yeah.
So listen, let me see. I want to talk about. Let me see what I want to do. Let's talk about Thomas Brown as the OC because I had to look him up. Let me. I was like, let me see what he's about because the last thing I heard he was coming from Carolina and the whole Bryce. Young, like, oh no, if that's where we're going, like I don't. After doing some more research, I would say this: he is from the Sean McVay tree. That gives me a little hope that he's from the Sean McVay tree. I got a lot of respect for Sean McVay and his mind. And we know how trees work. When you come from a certain tree, you have a certain mentality about running an offense. And so I have a little hope him coming from that tree. But it's like, I mean, I wouldn't have fired Shane Waldron
right now.
That's
my point. My point. Yeah.
Yes. But how do y'all feel about Thomas Brown, Vic? How do you feel about Thomas Brown? He was the OC in Carolina with Bryce Young, but he did come from the McVay tree. Before that, he was assistant head coach, won a Super Bowl with Sean McVay. So it ain't just all bad with Carolina. He do got.
I was about to say I kind of knew about bro too, and I can't even fault him for what they did down there in Carolina. Like, man, they had Bryce Young down there with no Christian McCaffrey, no DJ Moore. I mean, what was you expecting Bryce Young to do last year, bro? Like, come on, what was you expecting? You know what I'm saying? So dude got the best out of him that he could. So with a talent like Caleb Williams, and I guess with him looking from this thing from the sideline and don't want to be fired like Waldron, I'm looking for him to probably get in. Him and Caleb probably have been looking at film all right, like, dude, this is open here, 5-10 yards. This is open here. Hopefully this is what he did. He got with Caleb and got in that film room, but like, bro, this is what you need to do going forward. But he got a pretty good resume though, bro. I heard some good things about him, man. I heard some good things about him, bro. Yeah, I heard some good things about Brown from people.
And he's a brother. I hope he's successful.
Yeah. Now that's what I know about him here, brother. But but this is the problem that I have, and I hate to be the bear basher. They always,
be
I hate to
honest,
be the
bro.
bear bash. I'm
Be
sorry.
honest.
But they always 2 steps behind. So now this is what y'all want him to do. Y'all want him to install Sean McVay's offense week 9, get motion, Cooper Kupp like you got, but now you got Keenan in motion. You want to take the 3-step drop. Now you want Caleb to do everything that Sean Waldron. Forget all that. Now I want you to read the left tackle. If he dips in, then we're gonna scroll you out the fake pitch. All you know all the bell whistles that McVay and LaFleur and what's the boy at the 49ers? Shanahan. You know how many motions and fake jet sweeps to Debo, and then they're coming back the other way with Kittle underneath. So, but not. And guess who else got to learn that? Your right tackle that you hate, your offensive line, they faking the block here, but they sweeping that way. Guess who else got to learn that?
I think
DJ Moore got to take 2 steps instead of 5 now. That's why I'm saying that I hate that they did this with Waldron right now.
But I don't think they're gonna try. With him being already on the staff, bro, I don't think they finna install a whole new offense. He just saying he's from the McVay tree and all that. Just pointing that out. I don't think we finna install a new offense. When I said get to the videotape, I was talking about him getting to the videotape of the pass game and just showing Caleb where those checkdowns were.
But right. So now my other point to that is that now you pretty much handcuffing Brown in.
Yeah.
What is he supposed to do? Okay, Vic, how about this? Hey, I'm gonna hire you to cook in my restaurant, but you can't cook your specialty. Cook what's been on the menu for the last year and a half.
It's mid-season. You can't change the menu.
And that's my point. Yeah. So you own a new restaurant, Vic. You my sous chef, baby. Don't make nothing that you like though that you've been learned from McVay. Don't make none of that. I want you to make some stuff that you made from Sean Waldron. I want you to make that, but I want you to make it taste good though. Now, no.
Yeah, that's
okay. You see the point I'm making?
Okay, now to that, let me play devil's advocate to you.
Okay.
You have a wide receiver in DJ Moore who has 6,000 career receiving yards, 5,000 yard receivers coming in before this. You have a guy named Keenan Allen that has over 10,000 career receiving yards, over 70 career touchdowns, bro. Like, how do you not get these guys the ball, bro, and be able to set this offense up into motion like that, like Waldron did? Like how you wouldn't get production from that, bro? I looked at Belichick and Peyton Manning break down the Bears offense, bro. Like, how are they not scoring points? Like, how is this not the best offense in the league? He said, I get they have a rookie, but the play calling has been terrible, bro. It has been terrible.
And let me say this.
It's been terrible, not just good. Like you can't say like, oh man, he did a good job against Jacksonville, or he did a good job against the Rams with no Puka Nacua and no Cooper Kupp. Yes, the Bears won those games like we were saying. He called a good game against those bad defense with injured players. Against the Indianapolis Colts, even though a game we lost, Caleb put up numbers. We scored 16 points.
Let me say this too.
Back to back, bro. 3 games in a row. We have scored 2 touchdowns. We scored 2 touchdowns the first game of the bye week. The next week we had 3 touchdowns. 3 field goals. The next week we had 2. Somebody got to pay the price for this. It wasn't gonna be the head coach. It wasn't gonna be.
I got that. Let me say this. Shane Waldron did come from Seattle, where he had success with Geno Smith, who started to become a journeyman quarterback. He got a restart. He had success. They got DK Metcalf, Tyler Lockett. Our receiving core on paper is better than theirs. Now, is our O-line better than theirs? Probably not. But if we got those weapons and we run the same offense they were running, we should. Look, DK Metcalf, Tyler Lockett compared to DJ Moore and Keenan Allen, and we got Roman Dunze, and so like
and we got Cole Kmet.
You can do something.
No way, bro. No way. The last game. No way, bro. No way we should have 27 points the last 12 quarters.
I want to get to another portion of this, because if we bring it to superstars in any sport, whether it be basketball, football, baseball, and specifically basketball, we know when decisions are made, the star player has input, or the important player has input. So we heard from Caleb Williams. A reporter asked him about, did they come to him and ask him for input? This is what he had to say. It's going to be kind of short, but this is what he had to say.
Things like that. There's not much input that I think I put in. Been the young guy, been the rook,
So it was short, but he's basically saying he didn't have no input because he's the rookie.
Right.
He's the rookie. My question is, do you believe him, or he just don't want to take any blame for the move that was being made? I listened to his interview in entirety, and before he answered, he took a long pause. And if you've been listening to Caleb Williams interviews, he's very strategic. He's been groomed very well on how to deal with the media. And so, with us knowing how organizations come to star players or important players and say, hey, what do you think about this move? How do you feel about that? Do you think the front office came to him, or was this squarely on the front office? And any one of y'all can go first.
Go ahead, Marcus.
I think they came. I think they actually just told him. I don't think they asked for his input. I think they say, hey, Caleb, we're going to make a change, man. Nobody's really happy here. The offense has been stagnant. And to be honest with you, that Washington game, even though it was a Hail Mary, that game was horrible too. You know what I'm saying? That we sweeping it under the rug because they took the lead with 20 seconds left. Yeah, but the couple of holding calls, touchdowns called back on Washington, it should have been 23-0. It shouldn't have been that close. You know what I'm saying? So we sweeping that game pretty much under the rug. So if you added that game to what's been going on, you know what I'm saying? I think they came up to him and said, hey, Caleb, listen, man, we're gonna make a change. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I don't know how you feel about Shane, Waldron. I don't know how you feel about him, whatever else, but things got to get better around here. And the best thing we're gonna give Troy Brown, what's his name?
Thomas Brown.
Thomas Brown. Yeah, Thomas. We're gonna give Thomas Brown a shot. So I don't think it was like, well, Caleb, how do you feel about it? Would you be upset if we let such and such go? And no, I think they just came and told him, we making a change, buddy. You know what I'm saying? We want to give you the heads up before you hear from anybody else.
Yeah.
This is where we're going. This is the direction we headed. So, you know what I'm saying? Get your big boy pants on. God damn it, this is the NFL.
Excuse me for a second, guys. I'll be right.
Okay.
I think you had to check out for a second. I want to get to some of the comments real quick anyway before you come back.
Okay.
Checking in on Facebook says nothing will change. Line of scrimmage is not good. QB is extremely inaccurate. And that's the crazy part. He's supposed to be an accurate QB. But I was listening to Sports Talk Radio just like you was talking about, and a lot of people was like, he's playing tight. He's not playing loose. He don't want to let it rip. I seen him miss some throws that it ain't no way. I've seen him make these throws in college before. So I don't know. Right. Like, it seems right like he's playing tight. Like he's not playing loose. He's not like just playing a game that he know how to play. He's trying to guide the ball instead of throwing the ball. And so you never want to do that. Habari Thomas on Facebook said, until we establish an O-line, this will be our fate, regardless of OC or QB. He said, I said the same thing about keeping Fields out. We would have been able to build on that line with the picks we would have picked up. This just put us a year behind. I will say this. If we mess this one up, Austin Malone said drafting the first round wide receiver was a major mistake. I think Vic, I don't know if you said it. Somebody else was like, we didn't. Oh, my guy, Witt. He was saying they didn't know they was gonna get Keenan. They didn't know Rome Odunze was gonna be there. Plus, they had Keenan Allen, but they didn't know Rome was gonna be there. There's a lot of people saying like, we could have used that on the O lineman or something for that number 9 pick. And Raphael says big facts, Al. So, Vic, I want to go ahead and let you answer the question about Caleb Williams' interview about the input. What do you think?
Man, bro, that's like kind of a slippery slope, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking they told him, bro, like, man, just say you ain't had nothing to do with it. That's my take. But I'm pretty sure, bro, I just saw his facial expression on that sideline, bro. I'm pretty sure he told him, like, this is not working for me. He went to the coaches like, I'm pretty sure he did. It's just my take. They're not going to say it. I think he did, bro. I think he had something to do with Waldron getting fired. That's just my take. That's just me.
Because I only could play a little bit. When you listen to the whole clip, he talked about, he was like, I didn't have any input, but they seen my frustration. They seen he repeatedly a couple times.
Yeah.
So, he might not have had nothing to do with it, but his frustration had something to do with it. So,
everything. But everybody frustration.
Yeah.
Right? The whole world saw DJ Moore walk off the field while he's scrambling. The whole world. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I mean the frustration. I think they were already in the motion of making that happen. I don't think Caleb all of a sudden came off the field Sunday and was like, I can't do this no more. That's my point. I'm thinking they was like, listen, after seeing what we just saw, 9 sacks, you can't even get out your own way right now. Normally you scramble away, throw the ball.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Throw the ball away.
I just think, bro, after the Washington game, I think this probably always been in the work. They like, let's see if it get better. Let's see if it get better. Because like we said, literally, bro, we beat the injured Rams team, we beat Jacksonville, and we beat Carolina. Right now, Carolina and Jacksonville are still 2 of the worst teams in the league.
Yeah. And the Titans,
Yeah, and the Titans. And I'm not even counting them, bro. I'm not even counting them. Because literally, I'll be honest, we didn't score an offensive touchdown in that game. Our defense won at that game.
Right.
Defense won the game. Yeah. So we're gonna see what happens. We got Packers week is here, and that's why we have Mr. Marcus Miller on. And let's go ahead real quick before I get into some college football and Micah Parsons comments. Packers week is here, and even though we seem like we're in a circus in Chicago, and it's going bad right now, I still feel like it's a dangerous game for Green Bay. Call me a homer, a big fan. And I'm gonna tell you why I think it's a dangerous week for your Packers, Marcus. I'm gonna address you personally. Let me
come on home.
Yeah, let me get the camera on myself. You know what I'm saying? For you, it's still a dangerous week for the Packers. You want to know why? Because Bruce is trying to save his job. Thomas Brown is trying to make a name for himself. Caleb is still competitive. So we have these factors working. And when you have a big shakeup, they're going to try to put on a performance. I don't know if it's going to work, but the intention will be there, and I believe that it's going to be a close game. I don't know if we're going to win. I got to look at the line.
Right. You taking the points?
We might take the points, but we at home. We just fired our OC. Players are mad. Jobs are on the line. This is do or die. Now, this is the do or die game right here. It's a rivalry game. Throw all the numbers out the window. It's Bears. It's Packers. Let's go. That's what I got.
That's it, huh?
Yeah.
I mean, my take is, bro. My take is this: the NFC North. Even when the worst team is the worst team, they always get up for these division games, bro. And division games are the toughest in the NFL. They always are. And it's the Bears Packers. Literally, they always play each other tough. Always play each other tough. Period. And that's just my take on it. So, do the Bears have a chance to win? Absolutely. Do the Packers have a chance to win? Absolutely. Whoever come out there and execute on Sunday gonna win.
Yeah.
Like the man, listen, bro. The man even said this stuff. He said, bro, the Bears do have talent. He's a Packer fan. He said the Bears have talent. It's just not manifesting to the way it should be. He said it. Marcus even said it.
One more thing to Marcus before I give it to you.
Yeah, you missed me, bro. I know you missed me. Look at
Thank you Packer, you cheesehead, you. One more thing to you. This just made me lose my train of thought. Thomas Brown got something to prove. Thomas Brown got something to prove. He's trying to make a name for himself. I had something else for you, but I lost my train of thought. If I get it back, I'm gonna bring back my screen right back for you. If it come back to me, I'm gonna bring it back to you. But go ahead, man. How are you feeling about this week? Y'all should be feeling well, but you see what's going on in Chicago. You in Chicago, but you a Packer.
Oh yeah. You know what? I'm always worried about the Bears because I think we won 9, 10, somewhere around 10 straight. It's somewhere like that. So you know what I'm saying. So it's always that one hiccup and always thing you worry about.
We haven't beat the Packers since 2018.
2018. So that's in 2026. That's 2 years, 2 times 12. That's about 12 games, about 12 in a row. You know what I'm saying. So now it's coming. It's almost like a joke. And that's what makes me a little worried. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Is it still a rivalry and all that type of crazy talk? You know what I'm saying? You know, we walk around cocky because we supposed to. We done won 12 straight. Why wouldn't you? You know, but I know the real behind the scenes and the whole night. So yeah, everybody a little worried about this game. I just, as my Packers, as we growing, and I'm seeing like this is Jordan Love's like first time. He ain't been healthy all year. Since he tweaked that ankle in Philadelphia on week 1, Friday night.
Yeah.
He ain't been healthy all year. Yeah. I wish this last game they played with Detroit had just sat him down before this bye. Because we had a bye week. If they had sat him down that week, a bye week, and then come on in. Right now, he's still a little gimpy and all this other stuff. So that means he's rest of the season, he's not going to pretty much be healthy no more.
He's been trying to come back early the whole year. Since the injury, he's been trying to come back early. The first game,
exactly. Because to be honest with you, a lot of us shit. I was worried too. We had just picked up this Malik Willis kid 6 days before
why would you let him sit?
Before the Eagles game. It was sick. We had finally had that last preseason game. Sean Clifford from Penn State, and it was horrible. The kicker was horrible. We got rid of all of them. The backup quarterback and the kicker, all y'all get out of here. We're gonna try this new guy, and then Malik Willis. Why not? Y'all like Will Levis? Give us Malik Willis for nothing.
Yes.
And
all games for y'all. If he wins, I'm like, yo, you chill. We winning right now. You get all the way healthy.
There you go. And that's why I went with it. But every time it was a big game, week 4, Minnesota, here he come trying to come back. All right, we're gonna sit you down here. You out there in Jacksonville, you can't even throw a screen pass. Sit down, man. We're gonna wait in Jacksonville.
That's what you and I talked about, Marcus, when we walked in a couple weeks ago. We were saying that Love out there pressing, bro. He's not healthy, and he's throwing too many picks because of it. He's forcing throws.
Well, look,
he's throwing an interception every game he started this year, and that wasn't like him last year. Like last year, he wasn't turning the ball over at all. Towards the end of the year.
I will say this, Big, real quick. I'm going to cut y'all. This is what I'm hoping that we're going to get a repetition of Jordan Love. Last year, this is what he was doing. We was just 3-6.
Yeah.
He was throwing interceptions and 3 at the end of the game, throwing it away and throwing picks all over the place. And then after the bye week, we went 6-3. He was 18 touchdowns and 1 pick. So I'm hoping. My only thing is that I wish he was healthy.
Yeah.
I'm hoping he come back after this bye week. Him and LaFleur that sat down. They got a game plan for y'all, baby. Oh my God! You talk about some misdirection and Josh Jacobs and we gonna throw the whole sink at y'all Sunday, baby. But I just wish he was healthy. If he can get out of there and scramble and find Jaden Reed for a 60-yard bomb. He can't get the ball 30 yards down the field right now on that hamstring. That groin, he can't put nothing on it.
Yeah.
So that's one thing I worry about.
I got my thought back. Before I get to Brian Morgan, first of all, thank you for joining on, man. Listen, man.
What up, B?
What
up, fellas?
Start at 8 o'clock here, man. I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying, you coming on, man. But, wipe the eye boogers out your eyes. And
pardon me.
Before I get to you, bro, I'm gonna give my camera back for Marcus. One more thing that you're gonna be worried about with the Bears. You're not gonna know, even though this is the same offense going to be running. You don't know how Thomas Brown is going to run it. So I think the mystery of the new play caller, all the film that y'all have is on Shane Waldron. You have no film for the play calling of Thomas Brown. So that's my other take on why you should be worried about this game. Yeah.
Well, my take to your take as being a Green Bay Packers fan is we're not scared of anybody on the Bears offense. DJ Moore, and that's it. Keenan Allen ain't getting behind nobody. And I'm gonna tell y'all something. I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings.
Oh, yeah, bring it.
Rome or Duke, y'all be careful.
What? What about him?
I'm gonna ask y'all a question, and I know we're gonna go back a little because we got stuff to do.
Yeah.
Before last year, like his junior year, did we hear anything about him?
Yes, we did. He's a 1,000-yard receiver 2 years in a row in college. He's a 1,000-yard receiver 2 years in a row in college. He went from 1,000 to 1,500. He went from 1,000 to 1,500, bro. He was that old Michael Penix. He was a household name for 2 years, bro. Sorry that you only follow the SEC, but Rome Odunze was a household name for 2 years, though, bro. They thought he was doing something the year before.
Let me tell you something. Until Washington got into that football playoff, all we talked about was Penix. It wasn't Penix and Roma Duze. It was that guy that's in New England now, Polk. Polk was the man. Doomsday was the second fiddle.
Okay. Well,
And we knew nothing about him. I'm worried about him, y'all. For a top 10 pick, he should be striving right now. He should be making Malik Neighbors numbers.
We know what's going on with our offense. We just fired our offensive coordinator. You've been watching what's going on. Come on, man. Don't give me that.
I'm just saying. I'm just trying to be careful. Please be careful,
In any pick in order, bro, I can say the same thing, bro. Be careful about Romeo Dobbs. He should be putting up hellified numbers right now. But guess what? He's playing behind Watson and Jake Reed. This man is playing behind Keenan Allen and DJ Moore, bro. So before you try to judge a drudge on a rookie after 8 games, bro, I gotta shut you down on that. I'm sorry though, bro. Now you want to have this conversation next year? It doesn't matter though, bro.
This is what we do. This is what we do. This is the problem. This is the problem. We draft.
That's enough. We didn't went too crazy. Brian, I got to get you in here. I got to put them on. They're getting too crazy. I had to shut them down for a second because
they don't time out.
Get in. I had to shut them down for a second. They was going crazy. It's Packers week. This is what happens during Packers week. It get a little crazy, but
rightfully so.
We're gonna go back a little bit because we did have some big news, man. And I just got to get your take on the whole firing of the offensive coordinator, Thomas Brown coming in, and your whole thoughts just about what has happened since the Hail Mary. What's your thoughts about Shane Waldron getting fired and a new OC coming in at this point in time?
Man, I'm really like numb right now. I'm not gonna lie, because it's like another blow. You know, you should have. I feel like my first thought is you should have hired Cliff Kingsbury out the gate. And if Cliff Kingsbury was a threat to Matt Eberflus at the time, then you have to entertain the thought of maybe bringing him in to be the head coach because of his knowledge of Caleb Williams. So my feeling is that Shane Waldron, we know the offensive line is terrible, but somebody had to take the blame for this. And I heard somebody say that earlier in the pod, and he had to take it. It's like his biggest mistake to me was that fumble with the offensive lineman. Yes. You can't take that back in that situation. And then after that, you continue to make bad decisions and call bad games and not come out in the second half and put up any points. It just looked real bad. So I blame him. I like what I've heard about the new guy, you know, Thomas, I can't remember his name right now,
Brown.
Thomas Brown. I like his backstory, you know, former player, hurt himself, came up in the coaching ranks, got experience, and, you know, he sounds like he's willing to, I like what he said. We're going to call things, and they're going to look the same, but there'll be different plays out of this look. And I think that'll help Caleb. But all in all, this is a bad offensive team, you know, and I don't know if a firing at midseason is going to help it. You know, that offensive line, and we could talk about what he should have did with the 10th pick or the 9th pick. Name an offensive lineman at number 9 that you would have taken. You know what I'm saying?
Did the Chargers pick Joe Alt number 6 or 7 or something?
Yeah, he was gone. Him and Fasano, I believe, were both gone, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think he got picked before Rome, but yeah, it's bad. But I want to go ahead and get into we're gonna come back to some NFL because I got to get to Micah Parsons, but I want to bring my college analyst in because I got some gripes, man, and he's deep into college football. Marcus, I'm glad you're here because I know you deep in college football, and Vic.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, you big SEC. And wait, so Devon, first of all, thanks for coming on, Devontae, again. Mr. College analyst himself. Marcus, are you an Alabama fan as well? I can't remember.
I'm Georgia.
Oh, go. That's even better. Even better. Okay. Yeah. So look, I got some gripes, man. I'm looking at the college football rankings. Everything is cool to me until you get to number 12 and 13. We all know the playoffs got added teams this year. They upping it to 12 teams. And I said that it's going to be good for the small schools to get a chance, Cinderella stories like the college basketball. But I'm looking at these standings. Georgia lost and went down 9 spots, but they ahead of Boise, who won, but they dropped the spot. And SMU, after a win, dropped the spot. And this is the gripe that I have with college football. You're gonna give Georgia the 12th spot because of their conference and quote unquote strength of schedule instead of rewarding. How you going to put down Boise and SMU 1 spot after they win because of Georgia? And Mark, if you're a Georgia fan, if you and Devontae probably agree with me because he's an Alabama fan.
No.
He probably go ahead because you're probably gonna hold on to your SEC roots. Go ahead.
So it really not really don't matter, honestly, what Georgia's gonna be placed because they out no matter what. So yes, they ranking it. This is the top, the top 12, but Georgia wouldn't be in if the playoffs started today. Boise would trump them and get that 12th spot because they would be a conference champ.
Okay. So
Georgia would be out. So them place that 12 is just a place filler because they're gonna see what they do this week. They got Tennessee. That's gonna be a tough game from after how they look versus Ole Miss this past weekend. So the committee just playing it safe with that ranking right there, because again, you still gonna see they just playing it safe because some of these gonna play itself out. So for instance, IU on a bad week this week, but next week they come back versus Ohio State. Now, if they lose that game to Ohio State, that might just put them out. But to me, this ranking is fluff, to be honest, because it's very weighted heavy on the Big Ten. I don't see how can you put how you have Penn State at 4 when they only top game versus a ranked school is Ohio State, and on your home field you lost that game by over 10 points.
So correct me.
And then on the flip side of that argument, you can say the same thing about Texas because they only played Georgia and they got mollywop versus Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So so you penalizing schools that's actually going up against people like Georgia. So I'm gonna give Georgia some benefit. They got a tough schedule. They had to go to Alabama. Granted they came back in and took the lead. They lost that game, but they went to Texas.
Right.
Game, but they murked Texas. You had to go to Ole Miss.
Right.
They had to go to Ole Miss. Now they got to go to Tennessee. So that's a tough schedule.
Come on, man.
That's a tough schedule. That's a tough schedule.
And everybody forgot. I don't mean to cut. Yeah, I don't mean to cut you off.
Go through.
Right. So and don't forget, we opened up.
Fan, but I'm gonna be realistic. If any team going that might lose all of those games, to be honest.
Right. And they opened up with Clemson. People forget that.
And murked Clemson. They
opened up with Clemson. So at Alabama, at Ole Miss, at Texas, and a neutral site with Clemson. And you gonna tell me Penn State is where?
4.
Stop it.
If they lost on their home field, on their own turf. At least the way you can say with Alabama, the 2 losses they got is on the road. Okay, we had to go to Vanderbilt. We took that L. We went to Tennessee and took that L. And another thing that I don't like about that top ranking is Miami. Miami need to get up out of there. I'm sorry. You can't
just lost to Georgia Tech.
You cannot lose to a Georgia Tech team that Notre Dame won by 30. Notre Dame put up 30 on that same Georgia Tech, and you lost to Georgia Tech using a tight game to Cal, using a tight game to Duke, and they had another tight game if I recall.
Virginia Tech.
There you go, Virginia Tech on that little last, and I thought that was a touchdown. They should have lost that. I thought that was a clean.
I did too.
Touchdown.
Yeah,
that was close.
They had them kind of 3 type them close games, and you just took your first loss to a Georgia Tech, the Notre Dame in the top and above you, and put up 30 on them. I think they should be out of there in a weak ACC at that.
So let me get this straight. This is the new system. I didn't know, so all the conference champions make the playoff, college football playoff.
Yeah, automatic. But the Power 4, which would be I excluding the Pac-12, they got that first 4 slots.
Right.
If you're a conference champ, you're automatic qualifier.
Okay, so that give me a little bit more relief. All right, I apologize to the Georgia fans out there. You know what I'm saying?
Come on, man.
Georgia fans out there, man. I'm for the small schools. I'm for the Cinderellas, man. Like, come on, man. So everything is going to shake out because we still got the conference championships coming up, right?
Right.
So after that, we'll know everything. Basically, everything will clear itself out. Do y'all have any gripes so far as the rankings, or like I say, everything is shake itself out? But do you all have any issues besides? I heard y'all say Penn State and Miami is the biggest gripes right now.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with Indiana being up there where they at, bro. I don't think they that good. And eventually time will tell.
Yeah, they undefeated though in the Big Ten.
I mean, bro, but besides Ohio State, what you got in the Big Ten, bro?
They not playing
Oregon.
But they ain't played them though.
They haven't played, right. They haven't played Ohio State either.
Next week. So that's the only thing they got. They got Ohio State, then they got Purdue. And Purdue only won one game this year, and that one game is to Indiana State.
Yeah.
Come on. And that's my point.
Indiana's strength of schedule, even though it included the Big Ten, it hasn't included the best Big Ten teams yet.
Correct.
At all.
So I think they're giving people the benefit of the doubt just about off what we think they can do. Same thing like I say with Texas. Texas looked good based off what they did last year, but we come into that. First of all, we come in with that AP top 25 preseason, and based off of what you did the previous year, and that shouldn't have any merit to what you look like and doing this year. Anything that you're doing currently should be based off of your current strength of schedule, who you played, and who your top 25, who your top wins is. Because everybody in the top 25, only person that got multiple top 25 wins right now is Alabama with 4.
Okay.
They the only team.
And Georgia.
In Georgia, they the only 2 teams that actually played people who they got wins versus ranked teams.
Okay.
That's crazy.
So we will see after championship week what it looks like, and see, do y'all think it's going to be any gripes after the conference championships? Will there be any gripes?
100%.
Oh, it's going to be a bunch of them.
100%. Because the part of it, what you're going to start to see is people that get to that conference championship game. Let's say for an example, we have let's say the Big Ten championship game. Let's say we got Oregon, and I'm trying to think of, that's not a good, whoever they in that conference championship. The losing team might get penalized to just get into that extra game.
Yeah.
Over a team that didn't get there.
Oh, yeah. That's another loss. Right.
That's another loss on their record.
Yeah. Notre Dame don't even have to play a conference championship game.
They don't have to.
They don't.
Yeah.
That's a good thing and a bad thing though, because with them not playing the conference championship, they probably don't get one of the top 4 rankings.
Yeah.
Oh, they're not gonna have it at all.
But here's my thing. The way they came on, they playing now. I don't have a problem. I mean, I think they can beat Texas. I think they can beat Indiana. I think they can beat Ohio State. This is just me.
Yeah,
I can see that.
Yeah.
Texas.
I just worry about this thing because like these power conferences now what you're seeing is that a team like Indiana can get in there and have one game the whole year, one big game the whole year, and make the college football playoff. While Bama, Texas, Georgia, Ole Miss got to play everybody. LSU, Bama, Georgia, Texas, we all got to play each other. And then your non-conference game, Georgia goes out and says, "Fuck it, we're gonna play Clemson week 1," and nobody's counting that. The only thing you can do, we don't get bonus points for that.
So let me ask you a question. Let me ask you this.
That's all I'm saying. The non-conference. Is there a better system for the college football player, or it would never be a perfect system? Is there a better system, or this is what it is? I think it's just what it is. I just wish that the voters. What's the criteria? Every year is something different now. It used to be strength of schedule, who you played and who you beat. Now it's since everybody's a Power 12 conference now, it's more analytics and you scored this many points. Because Indiana, what's their best win again? Indiana State? Indiana's best win is what? With Nebraska? Dylan Raiola?
It'd be Nebraska. Well, I guess you could count this weekend with Michigan, but even still, they should have mollywopped Michigan and it was a tight game.
Yeah, Michigan is 5-4 right now. So their best win is a team with five, barely 500. So they have one big game all season to make the conference football playoff. One big game. You might as well have kept the old system if that's how you're gonna keep it. Because that's how everybody else did. It was one big game. It was Bama LSU every year. And then boom, whoever won that game was going to win the SEC. You know what I'm saying? Or Ohio, Big Ten, Ohio State, Michigan every year. It's going back to that.
Game.
I think they about to get themselves in a pickle just because I think their logic is they probably going into it thinking like, okay, maybe Indiana and Ohio State going to play themselves out. And let's say, they thinking that Indiana going to lose that game and they'll probably drop them out of it. But let's say Indiana going to the Ohio State game and win. Right. You got Ohio State so high, you can't put them out.
So now what? So now what's Ohio State's big win?
That's what I'm saying. Ohio State not going to have a big win at all.
There you go.
It'll be Penn State.
Right. But now Penn State ain't got to. But now, and that's my point. Now Penn State ain't got to play in a conference championship game. It's going to be Oregon, Indiana. Penn State sitting there with no big win. Their best win is West Virginia, a loss to Ohio State, and they get into the conference game by Georgia, LSU. Everybody beating up on each other. You can't do that.
They counted Illinois. Penn State counted Illinois. When Penn State played Illinois, I think Illinois was like ranked 24, 25, but still they're not even in the top.
Yeah, well, if that's the case, when Texas beat Oklahoma was ranked. That was Texas, the Red River Shootout. Yeah. Oklahoma was 18th in the country then.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
And that's why I said they're going to get themselves in a pickle because the problem is currently they have them ranked so high.
Right.
So even with that loss, they can't drop them. They can't have them ranked at, let's say, currently with Ohio State, they got them at what, 2, 3?
I'm just saying, right now, Georgia got the best win in America right now. That was number 1 Texas. At the time, that was number 1 Texas at the time. They haven't lost to anybody else. They only lost to Georgia. Georgia got the best win in America right now. And right now, if they went in, they out of the playoff. That's crazy.
I'm gonna give. That's a solid argument. But I think Alabama showed LSU something last weekend on their home field. We emptied the stadium out of there. I give it to them, but the loss. They only got a touchdown on our backups last week.
I got the loss to Vandy. The loss to Vandy cancels that out. You can't lose to Vandy.
Here we go. But check this out. But Texas. If we got Texas so high, Texas only win is to Vandy. That's their best win of the season. Texas, the Texas that you.
Right, I'm just saying that. Right, but I'm just saying that
they only win is the Vandy, which was a close win. But
they were number 1 in the country. Oregon ain't got no big wins neither. Or who's Oregon beat?
Ohio State.
That's it. And until then, they had no big wins. So Texas was the number 1 team in the country. It was conceded for 4 weeks in a row after they went to Michigan and beat Michigan, and everybody was Texas, Texas, Texas. That was the game of the year when Georgia went in there and beat the shit out of them.
He's passionate about his Georgia Bulldogs.
I'm just saying, dog. We got the best. We got the best win in college football right now.
Hey, but what have you looked like recently, though? That's the thing, man.
Yeah, they still. Don't get me wrong, they struggling. But I'm talking about they're not.
Hey, but also let's have an honest conversation about Georgia, because let's friend. I'm not trying to crap on Georgia, but honestly, they should have had more losses than they should. Because think about it, even though you beat up on Texas and won that game. You can't to throw 3 picks and still win the game is pretty amazing. And then after that, for instance, last week, all them interceptions.
Oh yeah, the interceptions is hurting. But those games that
the O-line getting beat up on, and now you're talking about you about to go up against another team is Tennessee that D-line is much better than Ole Miss.
Oh yeah, and that's what I love.
This conversation next week might be irrelevant. They're gonna be out of there if they take this L to Tennessee.
And
they out. But
if they beat, but my argument is, if they beat Tennessee, now you beat Clemson, Texas, and Tennessee, all on the road.
We know they
all on the road, and then your 2 losses is at Ole Miss and Alabama, who you say is a top 5 team in the country, in Tuscaloosa and in Oxford. Come on, man! What else you want them to do?
I'm with you.
What else do you want them to do?
We will find out.
We'll find out.
I'm with you.
I just don't know what else they can do, man.
If y'all ain't in there, if y'all win versus Tennessee, and then I'm gonna be on your side.
Yeah, I don't know what else they can do besides win every game. That's it.
We're gonna revisit this next week.
I mean, bro, I don't know why you, as a Georgia fan, why y'all upset, bro. Like Notre Dame winning it all this year, so it don't even matter.
Oh Lord,
you know what I'm saying? So it doesn't even matter. Y'all can argue all y'all want to about all that other stuff.
They play Army next week. Right,
so it is what it is, bro. Like it is what it is.
Army or Rice next week.
Hey, bro, you play who in front of you, man. I don't want to hear all that.
Hey, Army still undefeated, right?
Hey, bro. Don't pee on my parade, killer. You know that?
I think Army's still undefeated.
Don't the shine, Vic. I got you, Vic. Go.
Devontae, brother. We got a game to go to this Saturday.
Yes. We in there.
Hey, this is gonna be my first college football game.
What?
Got me a ticket. Got me and Vic a ticket to the Notre Dame game.
Okay.
Saturday, out there, so I'm excited. Hey, shout out to Mr. Devontae Piggy. He said that I'm gonna give you some college football.
Yes, sir, baby. Golden Domers, baby.
Man, I got one Notre Dame shirt. I'm gonna put a hoodie.
Put it on.
And
You'll fit right in.
work shirt. It's gonna be a Notre Dame shirt, South Bend shirt Saturday. Like I'm bringing that thing. Like, yeah, we in there. So look,
That's
man,
what's up.
we're gonna have some experiences at that game. We're gonna come back with more knowledge. I'm gonna come back with more knowledge of Notre Dame and college football all together. After that,
man.
And we're gonna do this.
You're gonna love it, bro. You're gonna love it. Like I've been to pros,
like
bro.
it, baby.
I've been to multiple Bears games, road and home, bro. And I tell you though, bro, my favorite experiences, bro, was Notre Dame and Michigan playing in Michigan. That was the best game I've ever been to in my life. When they still play, Notre Dame, Michigan play. That's the best game I've ever been to in my life, bro. Like, oh man, Michigan, Ann Arbor, that stadium down there, love it. I love it. I love it. And the fans down there so passionate about football, bro. It's ridiculous. I love it. I love it.
Yeah, ain't nothing like I went to the LSU Alabama in Tuscaloosa when they had Chase, Burrow, Jefferson, and Najee and Devontae Smith and Waddle and Tua. I was there, baby. I was in the building.
Brian,
I was in the building. Trump was in the building. I was there, baby. Tuscaloosa. Woo!
Mr. Morgan, have you been to a college football game yet?
No, I have. You know what? Matter of fact, I've been to a Northwestern game back in the day, but nothing as exciting as these guys over here. Come on, man.
Let the man shine, man. Let the man shine.
Hey, bro, was it the Pat Fitzgerald, Darnell Autry, Northwestern? That's the Northwestern I remember. Other than that, nah.
That's Darnell Autry. Y'all remember Darnell Autry?
Darnell Autry, baby.
Y'all look old school.
Wow.
So that's so crazy. I remember Darnell Autry because guess what team drafted him to the NFL? The Bears.
We got a YouTuber says, put in Beijing, go Irish. It was a story going around talking about benching Kelly Williams, but we're not even gonna get into that.
No, man, no.
I do. I say, if you want to stay, you can. If you want to get out, you can. But I want to get to Micah Parsons' comments on Mike McCarthy, man. Thank you for coming on. We'll see you next week, brother. So
actually, you and I see him Saturday.
See him Saturday. Facts. We seen that teams are in turmoil. The Bears are in turmoil. We ain't the only organization in turmoil. The Cowboys in turmoil. The Jets in turmoil.
Las Vegas. I'm sorry. I don't know why I keep calling them Oakland. Las Vegas.
This is about the time where you start hearing rumblings of discord in the locker room and start acting the fool. And so Micah Parsons had some comments after the game, and this is what he said about his coach. And this is just part of it. Once again, it's short, but it gets to the point.
Trophy for it. You want to win games and do great things with those type of legends who put in more time and work than Mike McCarthy ever did. So those are the kind of guys that I have so much sympathy and hurt for.
This dude said put in way more time than McCarthy ever have. Now, in context of what he's saying, if you listen to the whole interview, I get where he's coming from. But this guy, he's a young guy. I don't like when guys are trying to podcast during the season. He's one of those guys, and he's just a little young and dumb right now. And so, in my opinion, what he was saying was he's worried about the veterans who's going through a tumultuous season like this, and he really want to show up for the veterans who might be on their way out. But to say that, you didn't have to kill your coach like that.
Not at all.
And I think part of him being a superstar, an edge rusher on that team, he felt compelled. I can say whatever I want. What they gonna do to me? They gotta pay me. I'm an edge rusher. I got a platform. I got my own podcast. I play for America's team, and I'm gonna say how I feel. What are y'all, Brian? I want to get you in first, man. When you hear a star player kill his coach like that, what are your thoughts?
Man, I think it was a bad choice of words for him, but like you said, I do understand where he's coming from. I think he was just trying to be like a super team guy, and he pretty much let us know that Mike McCarthy is a lame duck coach at this point. We definitely not gonna see him next year. So I think that if anything, that was a clear indication that he's lost the locker room. But I don't think he was too excessive. I just think he misspoke, man.
So just
trying to dig up his guy.
Say, just in case you was wondering if he's dead man walking, let me go ahead and put the stick the fork in him to let you know he's dead man walking.
For sure.
Mark, when you hear Micah Parsons talk like that, man, what was your thoughts?
It felt like these new breeds a sense of entitlement. I can say what I want, no consequences, no repercussions, nothing. The first thing out of his mouth was, Mike can go wherever he wants to when he leave here. What?
That's crazy.
First of all, my name ain't Mike McCarthy. I'm Coach Mike to you. See what I'm saying? Whenever you see one of your, we all play sports. If you see the old guy, hey, coach, he's always been coach. Since Little League, that was your coach. Since high school, college, if you played any type of major ball and you had a coach, your head coach, first name you always called, that was Coach Mike. A Coach McGraw, a Coach Thomas, a coach. So he already disrespectful from the point of calling him like his government name, as if that's some dude that's upstairs in the office upstairs that ain't on the field with you. That man is a Super Bowl champion. You've been in the league 3 years.
Facts. And ain't did nothing. You went to a couple of Pro Bowls. You went to some Pro Bowls, but you ain't got no jewelry on.
Nigga, I done won more playoff games than you done played in games so far. You done missed 8 of them this year.
Facts.
Stop it, man.
So now,
I was real disgusted with that. I was frustrated, and I feel like that these young, they're getting $50, $60 million a year. This ain't back when the Aaron Rodgers contract was 3 years, $50 million. They getting 50 a year. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. It's entitlement. And it's a sense of, I don't know if it's just in Dallas, but it's a sense of I can go over the head coach.
And like you say, the respect factor. And me, so now stories coming out and saying he apologized to Mike face. But if I hear that,
I'm done.
I'm the owner, Jerry Jones. Micah Parsons fined for conduct detrimental to the team. He fined. You got to get fined. Something, Vic.
Some type of discipline. But there's no repercussions. Yeah. So I guess next week I'm gonna be cussing out Dak. Dak hamstring ain't hurt. He don't need surgery. And it's an ongoing story with them. So don't be it. But that was disrespectful to the coach. That's bogus.
Marcus talked about the respect factor, and I think he hit a nail on the head. This generation, bro, we definitely call coach
entitled.
Whoever. When you hear that, you just made 50 this year? I know.
Yeah.
I know you ain't with that.
Yeah, definitely not at all, bro. I like Mike. I always been a fan though, bro, and he lost me as a fan. As a fan, bro. That's like, I don't care. You could do 1,000 apologies, bro. Like, apologize when you feel like you've made a mistake. I feel like, bro, I don't think he made a mistake. He said what he wanted to say because that's how he felt, and he was dead wrong.
How he felt. Yeah.
And you still was dead wrong for that. I get you feel that way. I get he has not been a good coach with the Cowboys, but at the same token, bro, you, Micah Parsons, this super defensive end, have been part of some bad Dallas Cowboy playoff teams that have given up 30 and 40 points when you the leader of the defense. Then you got to try to come out and talk crazy about this man like this, bro. Like the Packers put up what y'all put on 40 on them last year in the playoffs?
We called off the dogs. We had 47 with 9 minutes to go. We called off the dogs.
What was he healthy?
Oh yeah, he was out there.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Come on, bro. Knock it off, bro. Grow up. All this immature stuff, bro, with these young guys, bro, like Marcus said. This sense of entitlement, bro, like, it's crazy. I was with you when you said one thing, too, dude. Al, and I don't try to be serious. I know these guys, like, they have to make their money outside that. But I hate guys who play and podcast during the same season, though, too. And that's the biggest problem I had with Brandon Marshall. We see, and I love the dude. But when they asked him, like, bro, can you slow up doing the podcast or whatever? He wouldn't do it. He got selfish. And that's what happened. He was out of here.
And I hate Draymond Green podcasting while he playing. Like, bro,
any of them, bro.
Any of them. You need to be focused.
Yeah, I don't like that.
And you don't need to be talking about other teams, other players, your strategies, or what happened. I don't like none of that. It's too much going on. Focus on your craft.
Bro, the man said the coach's name, bro, with like 6-7 microphones in his face, bro. He didn't care. He didn't care. He didn't care.
And like I said, that's his coach. I don't care at what level. Yeah. If you saw him at the bar, hey, girl, you explain to your wife. That's my old coach. That's Coach Marcus.
Yes.
You never say, hey, he used to coach me. His name is Mike McCarthy. What?
Hey, bro, case in point, there's this little kid, there's this little young guy I know named Everett. He work on C Crew, right? I coached him in Little League Baseball. I didn't even know he was working there where we work at. I didn't even know he was working there. The man run up to me, though, bro, give me a hug and say, "What's up, Coach Vic?"
That's it. Yeah. That's the first thing I got from that. You know, I've been doing.
He knows that I play softballs on Sundays. He's like, "Yeah, my brother, who's the head coach. I was just an assistant. We did Little League Baseball." He's like, "Yeah, Coach Jenkins, that's my brother." He's like, "Yeah, Coach Jenkins, I'm gonna come out there and play softball for him." This 21 years later. We coached Shorty them in 2003, 2004. This is 20 years later. Yeah. I'm Coach Vic, and my brother is Coach Jenkins. Still to this guy 20 years later.
Yeah,
that's my first thing that came out of my mouth when I heard that was Mike McCarthy. I said, "What?"
Yeah.
Oh, that's disrespectful right there.
And and I know for you, he won the ring with your organization. So I know.
My God, right.
Yeah.
He don't put in no work. Okay. All right.
You ain't did nothing. You still got.
You ain't
did nothing.
And that's my thing, bro. You got the talent to be a great player, but you ain't done it yet, bro. You ain't done it yet. You not like, bro. You not Tom Brady, bro. You can't go back and forth like he did with Belichick. They had that. They was able to get there with each other, bro. You ain't. That's not y'all.
But I bet you it was still a respect factor.
It was because what Brady would do, Brady would talk in circles. He would never say Belichick's name, but we all knew who he was talking about, and vice versa. And that's all he had to do.
If you want to disrespect him, don't
say his name. Just don't say his name.
Yeah, at least make us think. Big God, no, you just gonna give us all the tea.
He just like me and Marcus said. He was like basically F McCarthy. He out of here. I already know he's a lame duck coach, like Brian said. I already know he out of here. So I'm finna let the locker room know I got they back. We're not gonna play. We're not gonna fight for him, even though he's still a coach for the next 8-9 games. Right. We just giving up on him right now. That's basically the message you're sending to everybody. We just giving up on Mike McCarthy right now. But that's not a good message. That's not a good message when you still got half of your season to play. Like we talking like, listen, bro, teams only play 8-9 games. It's still 8 games left. The half of the season is still upon us. We got too much. We got like 7 weeks left in the season. 8 weeks, bro. The season is nowhere near over.
But that goes back to that sense of entitlement what I brought up, because guess what? When they was 12-5 and running through, wasn't no problems, right?
He was quiet as a church mouse.
He was Coach Mike then, right?
Yeah.
See, but when things go wrong, he ain't the scapegoat. It's a scapegoat. It can't be me. Sense of entitlement, because I'm the best thing smoking, right?
Right. I don't make mistakes. Like I said, I wasn't on their defense when the Packers came in on our home field and put up damn near 50 on us last year. I wasn't a part of that. I was home. Come on, dude.
He knows he's about to get paid. He knows his career is going to continue to go on. He ain't
entitlement.
That's what he's talking about. Yeah, and guess what? Regardless of whatever, even if the Cowboys would say, like, man, we didn't like that, we gonna get you out of here. Whatever team he get traded to, finna pay him.
Yeah, he gonna get paid. He getting paid regardless. Like you said, I'm about to get paid, so I'm gonna speak my mind. But
and he said, and I know I'm gonna be here, and Mike ain't.
And as bad as our situation is, at least it wasn't like we threw. They threw Shane Waldron under the bus, but they fired him. They didn't. He didn't have to come back in the building where somebody called him out and have to deal with that. And have to, like, yo, if we're gonna throw you, we're gonna throw you.
Hey, bro, Matt Eberflus had a Chicago Bears record, 14-game losing streak, right? He's still our coach. This is his 3rd year as our coach. And the players still love dude. Players still love dude. This crazy part about this. The players still love dude. You haven't heard none of them say nothing negative about him. Now they got on the other coaches, but you ain't heard them say nothing negative about him.
So this is my question. I know the answer. My question is which organization is in more shambles, the Bears or the Cowboys? I would say the Cowboys.
I would too.
OC, you cannot do what you did and have this, and he got to come back in the building and continue to coach this team.
Because I say the Cowboys because the Cowboys are spending like a contender. Dak is the highest paid quarterback in the NFL. Micah Parsons is top 2 receiver when it comes to salary. CeeDee Lamb. I'm sorry, CeeDee Lamb is top whatever receiver. He top receiver pay. He just got a nice contract. You about to pay Micah. You paying like you're a contender, but guess what? The Bears got more wins than them.
Yeah, they do. They do. Mark, who's the more worse situation?
It's up in it's up in hands to me. Like, the only argument I got the same argument, Vic. I just got it backwards. We got a top 2 wide receiver in this league. We got a top 5 defensive pass rusher in this league, and we got a top 10 or 12 quarterback in this league. So they set up for the long run better, but the behind the scenes guys, I just think that the upstairs is more in shambles because he's just a walk-in billboard. He's all about money. But as far as on the field, Dallas is better head and shoulders than the Bears right now.
And I can't be mad at that because it ain't just that
they definitely have more proven talent. They definitely have more proven talent than the Bears. They do.
And I say
Demarcus Lawrence and Stephon Diggs. Not Stephon. Is it Stephon? Oh, it's the other one.
His brother.
Trayvon. Diggs and they still got Bland. They still got what I'm saying. Yeah, they just ain't putting it together.
Yeah, Tay Diggs saw that, but I would say that if you look at their production the last 3 years, though, bro, Montez Sweat, he got more sacks and everything than Micah. The last 3 years, he been a better player than Micah. Last 3 years. DJ Moore, CeeDee Lamb, he got like maybe 5 more. And we have to take into account that DJ Moore has played with PJ Walker, all that. So I would say the talent on both teams. I say the Dallas Cowboys have more proven talent, but I would say they more talent overall. The Bears haven't shown it.
I would, but when you say Montez Sweat had more sacks than Micah the last 3 years, I would still pick Micah Parsons over Sweat, and I'm just being objective. Like,
I feel you, and I would disagree with you. Because Micah Parsons is not a strong run defender. Sweat is a 2-way in. That's just me. I like guys who can get it both. I like guys who can do it both ways. I don't like little defensive ends like Micah Parsons. Micah Parsons is 235 pounds, bro. He's 235 pounds.
I think Micah is more explosive. He has more explosive plays. Like more game-changing plays than Sweat, in my opinion. More game-changing plays, and just so that's just me being objective. And to me, Sweat,
I feel you.
Sweat, he's been healthy, like for the most part. Micah Parsons has been hurt, but I'm just looking at it like he came and balled last year. When he came over, he was balling. This year's been a struggle for him.
I mean, he been injured this year too, though, bro. He been injured this year too.
Yeah,
we're gonna say Micah been injured. Sweat been injured too. He didn't even play the Arizona game, and he left the Commander game early.
Right.
When we say the last 3 years, Sweat been with the Bears 2 years, right?
Yeah, but we just speaking overall talent. We just talking about talent on the roster, right?
If he got 10 sacks somewhere else, though, shit, bro,
the man, the first person in the history of the NFL to lead 2 teams in sacks in the same season. He put up 7 with the Redskins. Well, the Redskins, I still call them the Redskins,
right,
and 7 with the Bears. Yeah, right. That's crazy.
He was balling. All right, so look, man, we've been going for a minute. I do want to get into this. I didn't have this on the docket at first, but once you posted about it, I was like, we do need to talk about.
Oh Lord!
I want to talk about it, man, because I want to see Tyson knock him out just ridiculous. Like I want to see him. I just want to see him just give him. I was with you when you posted that, Vic. I was like, man, me too.
Right.
Me too. I want to see Tyson. And Tyson said, man, I'm going to bring the devil himself in the building. Now you know I ain't with the devil part, but I get what he was saying.
Yeah, I know what he meant by that. I know what he meant by that. Yeah.
We say I wanna eat your kids. He bringing that Tyson to the.
He bringing that old bite your ear of Mike Tyson, baby.
Yes. Paul, I don't know if he's seen nothing like this. You know, you've been fighting these MMA fighters.
Hey, bro, you been fighting Nate Robinson, bro. This ain't Nate Robinson, dog.
Right.
Straight up. I'm trying to tell you, this ain't Nate Robinson, baby.
Now, I love the mentality. Mike going back home. I just hope the body can withstand it. Because every time I see the little video, he but it'd be a 1 second video. I won't think that ding ding ding. Y'all know how long 3 minutes is? Like a 3-minute round?
It's 2-minute rounds. 2-minute rounds.
Y'all know how long that is? 1, 2, 3.
It's a long time.
4. We gotta get to
bro.
We gotta get to 120. 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14. 15. Nigga, please.
But the only thing,
man.
Yeah, that's the only thing I said about that though too with Paul. Like, bro, 2 minutes of Mike just won the slug because, bro, Mike ain't finna run from dude. We all know that. Mike is not finna run from dude. He finna go right at him. That's 2 minutes of Mike upside your head for Jake Paul too.
Just don't run out of gas. I just don't want him to run out of gas in 1 minute. Now he's sucking eggs.
And I'm with you on that too. Like, we don't know what Mike's stamina is because he haven't had a real fight and I don't know when. Like, that stuff with him and Roy Jones.
Ain't nothing like boxing shape, nigga.
Hey, bro,
boxing
shape. Him and Roy Jones did remind me like two of my uncles in the backyard that got into it because they gambling up for $2. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that boxing was like shape in the backyard.
Boxing shape is me jogging the Owl's house right now. They run 15 miles. That's boxing shape. You know, just ain't football, 100-yard sprint. Boxing shape, nigga, I done walked to 79th and back. Y'all remember them? Yeah, them niggas run miles. That's boxing shape. Nigga, around that ring, 60 minutes is a long time, and that's 1 minute.
So let me ask you this. How does this fight end? How does this fight end?
Hey, bro, I'm not picking against Mike in this fight. If he lose, he just happen to lose, and I'll be wrong, but I'm taking Mike Tyson to knock him out, bro.
Tyson by knockout, you got a round for me?
Nah, I ain't got no round, bro. I probably won't know what round till after I see him fight.
Okay, Mark, what you got?
I got Tyson with a knockout, but it's gonna be like a body shot because he ain't gonna be chasing him no more, and it's got to happen within the first 3 or 4 rounds. After the 5th round, Mike gonna be dead.
He is. He gonna be gassed. He gonna be gassed.
It's gonna be first 3 rounds, but it ain't gonna be one of those. It's gonna be Jake Paul trying to get away, and Mike just hit him with a right shot on the ribs, and nigga just go down on 1 knee and it's over. With
a knockout as well, and I'm thinking around round 3.
Yeah, okay, there it is. Okay. Yep, that's what I was saying.
Like Paul gonna try to fill him out. Tyson ain't about to fill him out phase. He don't do no filling out phase.
Right.
Paul gonna try to fill him out, but about round 3, it is what it is.
Yeah, Paul gonna try to throw a couple punches and thinking he wants.
If Paul come out there and fight Tyson like he did Nate Robinson, Mike gonna knock him out in the 2nd round.
Yeah,
he was able to take Nate punches. Nate couldn't hurt him. He was able to take Nate punches. Nate couldn't hurt him. That's why he was able to knock Nate out like that.
Yeah. And that.
No.
And it's on Netflix. I got Netflix.
Oh, see, I'm just about to ask y'all what is it on. Oh, I get this for free. I'm gonna see if my cousins want to come over or something, man. You know,
we got fight night again.
Wow, I thought it was on pay-per-view. Okay, it's on Netflix. Cool.
Yeah.
So
all right,
we're gonna see how that go, man. We've been way over the time, but it was always fun as usual. I do got a church scripture. It's Proverbs 3:6. I went to my men's group today. We talked about some things, and we talked about when we just make decisions without inserting God at all. A lot of the times that leads to disaster. And I know for me, this is a tough thing for me because we just used to just reacting and just moving how we move. I also feel like God gave us common sense, so he like use your common sense. But the scripture actually says, "In all your ways acknowledge him, and he will make your path straight." So I'm going to make a concerted effort, even in the small things. Should I buy this? What should I do here? And just try to include him more in my decision making. And hopefully, get more clarity and wisdom in making decisions. So hopefully that scripture, do something for y'all. In all your ways, acknowledge him, and he will make your path straight. I encourage you to even just try it before you buy some big purchase, or if you struggle with a decision. Talk to the man upstairs. Talk to God and ask him. Well
said.
Yeah, it says he will make your path straight. So that's the scripture for the day. Thank y'all, brothers, for coming on. Marcus Miller, thank you. Packers Week.
Good stuff, baby. Go Pack, go.
Bear down.
Bear down, baby. See y'all at work, guys. Be safe, man. Peace.
All right. Have a good one, man.
Saturday, brother.
Yep.
All right, we out. See y'all next week.
Lock and load, Allen.